Let me finally say a few words about those who participated. Many people put in bids to what the flag should be, and that's a wonderful thing to see the array. I was involved in the early days with a flag up north, and over 360 applications came in from all over the world. So let's not get into the impression that folk are no interested in this, because they are. But the talent and the commitment and the way forward that all those who participated in this project in terms of putting in design showed deserves a real round of applause. And I'd ask you to put your hands for all those who participated. Well done to all of you who took part, and you've got your ladders on the right wall climbing up, and you're super troopers. So well done to all who took part in that. Let me finish because, as many of you will know, my career spanned two professions. I'm a cleric and a lawyer. So clerics, I know how to talk at length for your soul. And as a lawyer, I know how to talk at length for my pocket, because you make more money if you can speak longer in court. But let me move to a serious part that is really to show how much that I value and respect what this community's done. And I will now ask on Marchment Perseverant to read the warrant of authority, which is in old-fashioned language, but actually tells you, of the people of Bothwell, that you own this flag and it's protected by the Crown and by the state, and it's yours, and it's a celebration of all that you do. So I'd call now on March Perseverant to read the warrant.
The Lord Lion, King of Arms, having considered the foregoing petition, authorises the Lion Clerk to prepare letters patent, granting unto the petitioners, for and on behalf of the community of Bothwell, the following ensigns armorial. Per pale wavy, through the Dexter Fest Point per pale, wavy argent and azure. And or in the centre Fest Point, a castle of one tower gules, mason sable. And grants warrant to Lion Clerk to matriculate the same in the public register of all arms and bearings in Scotland. Lord Lion Morrow.
Thank you. You'll now be pleased to know that I've very little more to say other than to hand this warrant into the hands of your minister, that he may actually protect the flag as you do. And I wish you well. Well done to all of you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to invite the Deputy Lord Lieutenant to come and say a few words before we have the historic unveiling.
Lord Lion, Reverend Ian, fellow guests, ladies and gentlemen, old and especially the young that are here today. I didn't get the memo about the glitter ball outfit, so apologies for the suit. However, thank you very much for your kind words on behalf of the community of Bothwell. It's a great pleasure to be invited here this morning to take part in this very unique occasion. While I'm here representing King Charles and the Lord Lieutenancy of Lanarkshire, I can also personally attest to the sense of community that Bothwell has always had. Having been born in Bothwell and having lived most of my life here, I have witnessed not only the physical changes in the village, but the growth of the community itself, from the Bothwell Historical Society to the Bothwell Horticultural Society to the Bothwell Community Council to the Bothwell Gardens, the Brighter Bothwell, the Bothwell Castle Golf Course, Bothwell Bowling, Bothwell Tennis, and many, many more, including the Scarecrow Festival. Now, you'll notice there's a theme there. Every single one of them's got Bothwell in it, which I think is very, very significant. And we've now moved on to our latest incarnation of the Bothwell community, which is Bothwell Futures. And again, the clue is in the name. We are a forward-thinking village, and long may that continue. What's there not to like about Bothwell? We've been very, very privileged to live here. So my personal thanks to the many people over the years who have given freely of their time and their skills to ensure that Bothwell thrives and prospers, as without doubt it is one of the friendliest community-based villages in Scotland, where all are made to feel welcomed and valued. The initiative today is just the latest evidence of our community and Bothwell coming together. The problem, however, with having such a wonderful, friendly village to live in is that it creates demand for other people to come and live here. So perhaps we should all just keep really this secret to ourselves. Finally, I am glad I was not involved in the judging, as the standard has been exceptionally high. But true to form, it was the community of Bothwell who have decided. Very, very appropriate. So finally, thanks to everyone who worked on this very visible project, and I look forward to the unveiling of Bothwell's first ever village flag. Thank you.
Don't sit down. So I'm going to get Lion and yourself up to come and stand here. If I get Kevin and Ty, we're going to do the Bothwell unveiling, and Philip's a little bit nervous about how we're going to do this, but I've assured him that it's tried and tested yesterday and it didn't go wrong, so it will happen. If you just lift that up and you can get round, gentlemen, I just say something, which was there were over 2,000 votes submitted. The winning design received over 53% of the votes. So it was a clear majority. The others were nowhere near anywhere significant numbers, but the winning one got 53%, with the other three trailing behind. So if you lift up your end line, if you'd like to go to the back and grab the end, but just wait there, that's fine. And then if you two now walk forward and that gets dropped, it should give a big round of applause to the winning design. I am absolutely delighted that this has won. Thank you, gentlemen, for holding up. I'm going to ask if perhaps there's two children that might take over from you in a moment. Before you do, if you could just lower ever so slightly, if that's okay, because I'm going to invite the moderator of Presbytery to come up and put a blessing over our flag before we go any further. to play for us a tune while we just have a bit of movement happening here. Gemma? Where's Andrew? Where's Andrew? We have a few presentations to make now, and I'm hoping that I will have some helpers as well. If I can just get all of my things in a moment. Lord Lyon, would you be so kind as to help me out with a presentation? Thank you very much. Because, and I've also need your gentlemen's help as well, if that's okay. Thank you very much. Lord Lyon, would you first please present this to our wonderful winner? This is an envelope for her, and there's a certificate for her as well. So Ava, if you'd like to come forward, and if we give a big round of applause, this is our winning designer. And could I also ask you to present this to Kevin, actually, to Bothwell Futures. This is a flag that's going to be flown in the hub and one that they're going to hopefully pop on their wall as well. So, Kevin, this is for you on behalf of Bothwell Futures. And Lord Lyon, if you'd like to sit down and relax for a moment, if that's okay, because these two gentlemen here have promised to give a presentation to the two schools. So we have a flag here for St. Bride's and for Bothwell Primary. And if I believe both heads are here and some children are going to come up and we're going to present them to you as well. They're both the same, so. Give them a round of applause as well, people. There we go. Thank you very much. Now, we've got two children here holding a flag, Martin, so if you speak for a long time, their arms are going to get tired. But Martin's going to come and speak on behalf of the Community Council and say a few words before we finish up.
Ian, thank you. So firstly, on behalf of the Community Council and the wider community, can I thank Reverend Meyer, Lord Lyon and our other speakers here today for bringing us together, and to all who have contributed over the last year or so to this somewhat unique project. And I refer to it in that way, in that, unlike many others that might lose focus over time, the more time passes and the more that this new flag is promoted, the more people can identify with it, and the more important it can become. Even more so, arguably, than it is today as we unveil it. We definitely, and most importantly, look forward to that being the case as familiarity with it grows over that time. But of course, projects like this wouldn't be possible without the engagement of those around us. And what better way to do that than through our local schools? For some kids, this might be their first chance to be involved in wider community work. And we hope that for them and for all involved, taking part in this design competition helps expose that opportunity and helps in some small way to build that relationship with the place that they and their families call home, as they themselves grow and develop over the coming years here in Bothwell. Can I also thank Kevin and Bothwell Futures, our local community trust, for financing this project amongst a host of other excellent work that's been done over the last few years here in Bothwell. But finally, and most importantly, can I thank our schools and those children here today that have taken part. It's so encouraging to see the different ways in which our schools can come together and contribute, out with their own curriculum and responsibilities that they adhere to on a day-to-day basis, as we continue and look to share that community spirit and commitment here in Bothwell with the youngest in our midst. So many congratulations to Ava and to all our winners and to all those who have contributed today to a little piece of history for tomorrow.
Thank you very much. We've come to the end. For any children, there's some juices at the back, so please, and there's also some sweeties as well. Always gets a sigh of excitement, so please go to the back. Any adults, we've got some drinks and some nibbles at the front, and I'm going to ask Lord Lyon and Ava to cut the cake, which has got the flag on it as well. Would that be okay? Fantastic, thank you both, that would be wonderful. But let me just say that I do hope that this flag that we've got, that we will be something which can unite the community together. I hope that it very quickly becomes intertwined in our history and becomes as familiar as Bothwell Castle is to us, and something that we can be proud of as a town to get behind and to fly, and that we will find unity in our differences, and that we will share that flag as something that unites us together. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you to everyone online who's joined us as well. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day.